Welcome to the Battery Analyst. Have you ever stood in front of a huge wall of batteries in the supermarket wondering which one to buy, which one is the best value? The name brands cost twice as much as the store brand. Will they last twice as long? The lithiums cost 10 times as much. Will they last 10 times as long? If you've ever faced that dilemma, this could be the channel for you. Today we're testing AA batteries in a high drain scenario. We bought every battery you can find at Walmart. In other episodes, we'll be checking out batteries that are exclusive to other stores. Let's introduce the contenders for today's test. We bought a 4-pack of each battery. If a 4-pack wasn't available, we bought the next largest pack. So in order of price per battery, the cheapest was Walmart's home brand, the Great Value. The smallest pack available is 8 batteries, which costs $3.77 or 47 cents per battery. It has a 10-year guaranteed shelf life and is made in Indonesia. Next up was the Rayovac High Energy. A 4-pack of those cost exactly the same as an 8-pack of the Walmart Great Value. It's $3.77 for 4 batteries or 94 cents each. According to Rayovac, these have Duracell level power. We're going to test that. These have a guaranteed 12-year shelf life and are, quote, made in USA from US and global parts, unquote. Now we come to 3 batteries that were all priced the same. The big 2 of the battery world, Duracell and Energizer, and another Rayovac battery. These were all $4.97 for a pack of 4, or $1.24 per battery. First, the Duracell. According to the pack, these contain power boost ingredients. These are patented and trademarked. Must be good, right? The Duracell website doesn't reveal anything about these mysterious ingredients except that they deliver lasting performance in your devices. These also have a 12-year shelf life guarantee and they are assembled in the USA. Next is the Energizer Max, which is the same price as the Duracells. According to the pack, these are the world's #1 longest-lasting battery. We shall see about that. These have a 12-year shelf life guarantee and they are made in China. Finally, in this price bracket is another Rayovac battery, the Fusion. According to the pack, these are Rayovac's most powerful battery, ideal for today's most power-hungry devices. These have a guaranteed 15-year shelf life and are made in the US from US and global parts. Rayovac is owned by Energizer, so it's not quite clear exactly what their marketing strategy is here. I guess they expect that by having 2 batteries at the same price, they will be able to grab market share from Duracell. Let me know in the comments if you have other ideas. Next up is what appears to be a specialty battery, the Kidde Powersupply. Kidde is a large manufacturer of smoke and carbon monoxide alarms, and these batteries are sold in the smoke alarm section of the supermarket rather than the battery section. They are guaranteed to power a Kidde smoke or carbon monoxide alarm for 2 years. The guarantee extends only to replacing the batteries. If your house burns down, the cost of a couple of batteries is probably the least of your worries. In order for the guarantee to be effective, the batteries need to be installed in a Kidde alarm within a year of purchase, essentially a 1-year shelf life guarantee, and then only if they are used in a Kidde alarm. Smoke alarms are a low drain application, so this high drain test is probably not the intended application for the Kidde batteries. A 4-pack of Kidde batteries was $6.94. That's $1.74 per battery. The most expensive alkaline battery that we bought. Kidde is made in China. The final battery in our test was the only non-alkaline battery, the Energizer Ultra Lithium. These cost a whopping $14.84 for 4 batteries. That's $3.71 per battery. To put this in perspective, they'd have to last nearly 8 times as long as the Great Value battery or 3 times as long as the Energizer Duracell or Rayovac Fusion alkalines to justify their price on runtime. These do, however, crush the other batteries on shelf life, 25 years. According to the pack, they are 100% leak-proof based on standard use, whatever that means. The Energizer Ultra Lithiums are made in Singapore. We bought all the batteries for this test from Walmart. We used a Sky RC MC3000 battery analyzer to apply a constant 1/2 amp load to each battery until its voltage fell to 1 volt. This is because many electronic devices cut off when the voltage hits between 0.8 and 1 volts. This simulates continuous usage in a high-drain appliance like a motor-driven kid's toy or a high-intensity flashlight. Or maybe you just left the appliance running and forgot to turn it off. First up was the budget-friendly Great Value. Voltage dropped rapidly in the first few minutes from over 1.6 volts to under 1.4. But after that, it settled into a steady, more gradual decline, taking nearly 2 hours and 5 minutes to complete the test. Next up was the Rayovac High Energy. At twice the price, we expected it to last a lot longer than the Great Value. The Rayovac produced slightly less voltage than the Great Value up until the 1 hour 35 minute mark, when the two paths crossed. The Rayovac High Energy lasted 2 hours and 59 minutes all up, just 44% more than the Great Value. Now onto the group of 3. First was the Duracell Coppertop. It appeared to be comfortably beating the field until around the 2 hour mark, when it seemed to start losing steam, eventually making it to just under 3 hours, finishing within seconds of the Rayovac High Energy. The Energizer Max was in the middle of the field for most of the run, but it also seemed to lose puff at the 2 hour mark, eventually biting the dust at 2 hours and 51 minutes. That's 8 minutes, but less than the Rayovac High Energy and the Duracell Coppertop. The last in our group of 3 was the Rayovac Fusion, which Rayovac touts as its most powerful battery. It broke the 3-hour barrier, finishing in 3 hours 14 minutes. It was the best performing alkaline on the day. Next up was the Kidde Powersupply. It really didn't like this test. It trailed the pack right out of the gate, and the gap only widened as the test progressed. It finished with 2 hours and 8 minutes of runtime. In its defense, the Kidde is advertised for smoke alarms, which is a low-drain application, so it was clearly out of its comfort zone here. It will be interesting to see if it does better when we run low-drain tests. Finally, we come to the Energizer Ultra Lithium. Its discharge profile was quite different to the alkaline batteries. Rather than the continuous decline of the alkalines, it hit a plateau at just over 1.4 volts and seemed like it could carry on forever. But after about 2 hours, it started declining faster. By the time all the other batteries had finished, it was still at 1.37 volts. But it kept declining at an increasing pace, eventually finishing after 6 hours and 28 minutes, crushing the alkalines for duration. That brings us to the AA battery leaderboard. In this table, we'll show the cost of running each battery in the high drain scenario. The Great Value lives up to its name and is far and away the most economical battery to use in this group, at only 23 cents per hour. Its low price means it will cost you less to run than the others. The Rayovac High Energy is a distant second at 32 cents per hour. Next come the group of 3. The Rayovac Fusion was the best of the 3 at 38 cents per hour. Close behind were the Duracell and the Energizer Max at a few more cents per hour. Although a comfortable winner in terms of duration, the Energizer Lithium is the second most expensive at 57 cents per hour. Trailing the field is the Kidde Powersupply, the least economic choice for high drain use, at 81 cents per hour. The Energizer Ultra Lithium is the undisputed duration champion. In applications where longevity is mission critical, or it is super inconvenient or even dangerous to change batteries, this is your battery. But in regular usage, where changing batteries is not that big a deal, it will be much more expensive to run than all the other batteries, except, of course, the Kidde Powersupply. This is clearly not suitable for high drain applications, so in those circumstances you are much better off with any other battery in this test. We have two other use cases lined up for these batteries. Firstly, we'll look at intermittent drain, where we'll test batteries under stop-start usage. And then we'll look at low drain, where we'll model usage in smoke alarms, remote controls, and that sort of thing. We'll also be shopping other retailers and testing different brands of AA batteries. Once we're done with AA batteries, we'll move on to other sizes. What different sizes or types of batteries would you like to see tested? Are you interested in different use cases? Please let us know in the comments. For more content like this, hit like and subscribe. As always, thanks for watching.